In this video, we're going to be talking all about how to find the most profitable niche for you. This video is going to teach you exactly everything you need to know in order to stand out online and in order to get yourself heard while building your personal brand. But it's going to really help you figure out who your people are and who it is that you can help the most. So if you're watching this on catch up, hit that thumbs up. Make sure to hit subscribe because I've been pumping out the content. I've been doing daily uploads at the moment and I've been doing these live streams. I really like doing live streams. So if you like the live streams, hit the thumbs up. I always kind of say if you're watching this on catch up, skip to the first couple of minutes. But nowadays I'm getting in the flow of things and I'm getting used to everything. And so if you are watching this live, would you just be able to put a number 1 in the live chat? And then I will literally get started straight away as soon as I can make sure that my sound is definitely working, that I've heard from a few people who are watching this live. So yeah, I'll do a quick little Instagram story to let people know that we are officially live. But tomorrow is the launch of Impact Through Influence, which is super exciting. So I'll just quickly do an Instagram story, YouTube live. And then we'll get started on this when some people join, because I think no one's in here right now, which is a tough crowd. But seriously, oh no, there are some people in here, right? Oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay, so finding your niche. I want you to leave us a comment. If you know your niche, what is it? And I would love to kind of hear more about if you're struggling, what you're struggling with. Oh, that's so weird. The chat wasn't working and now I can see that you can hear me loud and clear. Right, well, let's get into it. So what is your niche? I'd love to know. And now I'm going to just jump into my slideshow because I got a fancy little slideshow for you today. Oh, yeah, that's right. So here I am in the corner. I'll stay up here. That's a good place. Should I put myself there? Cool. So let's get into this. I'm excited. Smash that thumbs up, people. Right, so finding your niche. So what actually is a niche? Well, a niche is a small but profitable segment of a market suitable for focused attention by marketers. So think about it. You have the fitness industry. That is the market. But within the fitness industry, you might have single mums who are mums of toddlers, okay? That could be like a niche. That's a very, very niche market. It's single mums who have kids who are toddlers. So, you know, these type of the people who are like really busy, they're tired because they're like not getting very good night's sleep because they've got a toddler or whatever. So, you know, there's niches in everything. Like you can literally, when it comes to personal branding, you can literally go in deep. Sorry, please, no puns. But like seriously, you can, because there are people who want what you have to offer, no matter what it is. And I think a lot of times people are scared to niche because they're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to please everybody. But that's the good thing. You don't want to please everyone. And trust me, it is a lot more profitable if you dive in deep rather than trying to focus on everyone. So at the moment, you might see on Instagram that there's tons of girls who post wearing like the same outfits on Instagram, trying to attract all the same people. But the problem is when you're doing that, then you are not going to get top of mind awareness. And top of mind awareness is what we are after. So top of mind awareness is when you become the go-to person in the industry. You're the one that people turn to if they want like advice about a certain thing, because they know that you know what you're talking about. So for example, I have someone who was a beta tester for Impact Through Influence, which is my new personal branding course that's coming out tomorrow. And she is a type 1 diabetic. So she focuses all her content around type 1 diabetes and fitness. And so she's really niched herself there because she knows that, you know, this is going to be super beneficial for her. So anyway, as this says, market niches don't exist by themselves, but they're created by identifying needs or wants that are not being addressed by competitors. So you need to think, okay, what do I have that isn't currently being addressed by enough competitors? Because if you think about it, like a niche is, you can dive in deep into a niche, especially when there's not that much competition. So anyway, to find your niche, you need to know these 4 things. Because the most important thing when it comes to finding your niche is that you need to know your target customer. So you need to know your ideal follower or your ideal client or whatever you want to call it. You need to know them. Who are they? But before you know who they are, it's really, really important that you kind of a few things out. Because remember, when it comes to personal branding and all this, you want to be thinking about the long term. So if you're thinking about the long term, hit thumbs up. And also, I would love to, if you just kind of, if you're watching this video on catch up and you're not in the live stream, pause the video right now and leave a comment telling me exactly what niche you're in at the moment, if you're in one, and what you're struggling with if you're struggling to find your niche. And kind of, I would also love to know who it is that you would like to help. So anyway, what you need to do is you need to figure out, before you figure out who your ideal client is, you need to know your interests, your hobbies, and your passions, okay? So it's really, really important that you know these things, your interests, hobbies, and passions, because if you don't know your own interests, your hobbies, and passions, then it's going to be hard to figure out a niche, because you want to be working in something that you enjoy. That will guarantee that you're in it for the long term. So you need to know, okay, what am I interested in? I want you to write down a list of things that you're interested in. I want you to write down a list of your hobbies, and I want you to write down a list of your passions. And then you'll start seeing a few things crop up. So for me, like, I would write down business, fitness, like I'm interested in personal branding, marketing, and I see all these things come up and I'm like, okay, well, this is how I want to portray myself, because these are my interests, and I want to be obviously aligning my own personal brand with my own interests. So then also, what are your skills? So perhaps you're skilled in, I don't know, perhaps you're skilled in cricket, you're good at playing cricket. Well, in that case, maybe you want to center your personal brand around the cricket niche, or maybe like people who are new to cricket, you want to help them get into it. Okay, so also, what do people need and what problems can you directly yourself solve? So it's likely that if you're skilled in something and that you're interested in it, then you're going to be able to help people who don't have the same knowledge as you do, because it's sometimes hard to put yourself in other people's positions when you have a ton of knowledge in a certain niche. But there are people who want to know what you know. Like, I am obsessed with marketing. I'm so interested in marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, like all this stuff. I do social media marketing for a few different brands. Obviously now tomorrow I'm bringing out Impact Through Influence, which is my personal branding course, and that talks all about email marketing and all this stuff, because I know that there's a massive need for all this information. And I need to solve that problem because no one else is focusing on it. Like, this is a massive problem in the whole kind of influencer world, that influencers have done an amazing job of building like their personal brand to a certain level, but they don't know how to monetize it and actually like turn it into a business. So that's what I wanted to do with Impact Through Influence. And also, not only that, but I can take people who don't even have a personal brand, or maybe who just have a little bit of a personal brand, to having like an awesome personal brand that they can monetize. That was a problem that I saw, and that's how I'm solving it. And then also, you need to know your competition. So who is your competition? Who's already dominating your niche? Maybe there's no one, you know? Maybe there's no one who is dominating the exact niche that you're dominating, because I know for sure that there are some personal branding experts and stuff who are like older men. I don't really know of anyone who's doing what I'm doing who's a young girl. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, what is your aim and who it is that you want to help? So that's it really. It all boils down to that. Who do you want to help? So in the live chat now, I'd love it if you could type a number 2 if you know who you want to help. And if you don't know who you want to help, type a number 3. And then anyone who's watching this on catch up, I would love to know if you've got any insight into that. So anyway, now here's the thing, that when it comes to finding your niche, is that you need to be relatable. So obviously, if you're wanting to, I don't know, if let's just say you're wanting to, you know, focus in on a certain niche, let's say you are a power lifter, well, you know, if you're like not being relatable and you're really just like kind of isolating yourself from the niche, maybe by doing crazy things like that other powerlifters wouldn't be doing, such as, I don't know, running marathons, then it's not going to be relatable to other powerlifters, so they might not choose to follow you. So, you know, you need to be relatable to the people that you want to relate to, if that makes sense. So once you know who your target customer or your target follower is, you need to be able to get them to relate to you, and that's why being vulnerable is really important online. And it's not just this constant highlight reel. You need to actually be real, and you need to show, you know, your downsides as well as your positives. So you have to also truly enjoy working in that niche. Now, if you, let's just say, everything bad happened and suddenly so you couldn't use social media and all that stuff, if you were to then go and get a job would you be happy getting a job within the world that you're centering your personal brand around? If yes, then that's great. If no, you need to find a different niche. Like, for example, if everything went to rubbish in social media and I had to go and get a job at a digital marketing agency, I would not be sad about it, because I absolutely love working in digital marketing. I mean, okay, I would be sad about it, yeah, because, like, let's be real, I have built my personal brand because I want to rely on my own income and like have total freedom, autonomy, and that's one of the many reasons why I think personal branding is so critical. But anyway, not getting into that now, but like, just what I'm saying, if like everything happened and you had to go work somewhere, would you still be okay working in that industry? And you need to really ask yourself that, because like if you're working in the fitness industry and then like you love fitness, you love coaching fitness people online, like, then that's great, you know. I think like, I don't know, I think it's just like you have to really truly enjoy working in what you're doing and like be living and breathing it. So anyway, truly care about it as well. Like, do you truly really want to be helping people? Because like, well, if not, then what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? When it comes to like that niche, you really need to care about that niche, because these people want something from you, and you just have to be able to give it to them in a manner that is like truly serving them. Because when building your personal brand, you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it to help other people, and that in turn helps you, because that in turn gives you freedom of not only, you know, the freedom to do whatever the hell you want, gives you freedom of money, whatever. So anyway, there's potential in any niche, no matter how obscure it may be, like I said before, and it's all about developing top of mind awareness. So you want to be the go-to person within that industry. When it comes to your niche, you need to think, how can I make myself different? So you can see what your competitors are doing, do the same as them, but just do it better. Like, literally, there's nothing wrong with copying other people, but putting your own spin on it. Don't plagiarize, don't like blatantly copy people, because that's just, you know, doesn't look very good on you. But if you're putting your own spin on it, that's awesome, and that's resourceful, you know. Okay, so I've got a little bit of an action plan, because this is what I do in Impact Through Influence, and it's been really, really helpful for my students so far. So let's just let's move my little self over here. It's a bit of space. So action plan. So thumbs up if you like this action plan. So what I want you to do is write down a whole page of your interests, literally as many interests as you can possibly get on there. So I'll think of mine. Mine are obviously personal branding. I'm super interested in digital marketing, social media marketing primarily. Okay, so you want to like focus on a broad topic. So I'm interested in business. In business, I'm interested in marketing. In marketing, I'm interested in digital marketing, social media marketing, I'm interested in personal branding. Personal branding, I'm interested in helping other people build their own personal brand. So then I thought, okay, well, that's obviously what I've got to do. So you have to start broad and then go in and keep going in until you can't go in anymore. So like personal branding, I would say like the people that I am helping is probably going to be millennials. Because I'm a millennial myself, and I talk about how I've like quit my jobs and all this stuff, and something else which is coming soon. There's going to be a crazy announcement next week, which I am super excited about dropping, that I haven't actually told anyone yet, apart from like obviously my close friends and my family. So that's going to be exciting. Okay, step 2 is write down your strengths. Literally, again, a massive list. What are you good at? Don't just mean your biceps, you know, I mean like what qualities do you have? What intelligence, what areas are you like strong in? So, you know, it could be teaching, it could be, you know, you might be really well educated in medicine, veterinary medicine. So then perhaps you want to like build your personal brand around that. Seriously, when I say you can build your personal brand around anything, you can build your personal brand around anything, even teaching dogs to backflip. Seriously. Then you want to write down who you want to help. So perhaps you're in the fitness industry and you want to help, like, let's just say you want to help young girls. Okay, that's not good enough. What type of young girl do you want to help? What are they into? What are their hobbies? Are they scared of going to the gym? Do they want to do weights? Do they want to do cardio? You know, you need to get specific. But why do you want to help them? Because you need to have a story. Because when you know your reason why, and when you share your reason why with other people, then other people are going to be more likely to buy into it. They're going to be more likely to follow you, and they're going to be more likely to buy your products in the future. And that's just how these things work. Because if you're saying your reason why, so I want to help people build their personal brand because I have worked in a corporate job that I hate. I was so unhappy and I hated it so much. And I know that because I've been in that position, other people are in the same position as well. So if you've ever been in that position, I would love to know. And I would also love to know if you're doing anything about it, whether you've managed to find a way out of the corporate job that you hate, or the university degree that you hate, or the college course that you hate, whatever. And so anyway, so I obviously was working in a job that I hated. You know, I didn't hate it because like I hated the work. The work was alright, like don't get me wrong, but I hated the fact that I didn't have control over my time. I wasn't getting paid like good money for what I was doing, and I wasn't able to truly help other people's lives. I was literally sitting in an office doing meticulous tasks like literally cold calling, but even worse than cold calling, cold emailing spreadsheets. I was literally copying and pasting an email, emailing them, and oh my god, it was so boring and so meticulous, draining, and just awful, working on building up someone else's company, and someone else's company that quite frankly I don't care about. You know, it's because I don't care about the company because the company isn't working on doing good. The company was literally just working on doing whatever, something stupid, like I won't get into it now. But hey, then step 4, you want to write down your weaknesses, because obviously you don't want to focus on your weaknesses. However, you want to focus on the thing you want to talk about your weaknesses, because your weaknesses make you relatable, okay? And I'm just quickly taking a screenshot of the live chat because you guys are saying some such nice things, and when I do this I will tag you. So just let me know what your Instagram handles are in the live chat, and I will tag you because I'm super those were nice words from Hattie, Lee, Adam, and all that. Anyway, so getting back to it, so write down your weaknesses, because yeah, you don't want to obviously like be trying to do something that you're bad at, but at the same time you want to, you know, touch upon your weaknesses, because we all know why. Who knows why? Comment if you know why. Because you want to be relatable. So anyway, thumbs up for that. And then step 5 is decide which of your strengths and interests align with who you're trying to help. That's what it all boils down to, because look, let's be honest, like I'm super interested in politics, right? I'm so interested in politics. In fact, I'm obsessed with politics, but I don't talk about it because it's not going to help my target audience. It's not going to help people on their fitness journey, and it's not going to help people build their personal brand. In fact, I think talking about politics, unless you're trying to build your personal brand around like activism or like a certain like belief or whatever, then talking about politics is unnecessary, because it's just going to make you lose half of your followers, really. Like, isn't that it? Unfortunately, a lot of people are very closed-minded. They can't have an open debate. You know, half of my best friends have the complete opposite political views to me, but we're able to have an open conversation about it because we're mature and educated. But unfortunately online, a lot of people aren't like that. They're not willing to be open-minded. And sure, some people may have totally opposing opinions to me, and unless their opinion is totally extreme or like is doing like, you know, is just extreme on one end or the other, I'm happy to listen to them, because you know there's a reason why they have their reason, and it's due to where they've come from and all that. But anyway, this is not a politics discussion here, because I could go on for all day and most of you aren't interested. So anyway, step 6 is simple: highlight your strengths and avoid your weaknesses. So I have another thing here, but this is because this is obviously like I've adapted this lecture from this PowerPoint from one of the lectures for Impact Through Influence, my personal branding course that's coming out tomorrow. And by the way, tomorrow you get 20% discount. I'm also going to be doing a webinar at 10 a.m. tomorrow, 5 steps to building your personal brand. And so anyway, so action plan step 1 is answer the questions from the previous lecture, so just ignore that. Step 2 is focus in to ensure you're appealing to a segment of the market rather than the masses, okay? So you need to know your target audience, like what I was saying. And then previously in this slide here, we figured out who our target audience is by, you know, focusing in on our strengths, interests, and all that fun stuff. So, you know, you can just figure this out in your own time. So yeah, so make sure that all of your content is appealing to the segment, they're appealing to the niche. And then you've got to identify the problems that people are facing within that niche, and then come up with content that helps them, okay? So then through providing content that helps them, people are going to start following you, they'll start talking about you, they'll start tagging you on their Instagram stories. So by the way, if this is helping you right now, take a picture of your screen or a screenshot, whatever, go to your Instagram story and tag me at Lauren Tickner saying, I love your live streams, Lauren, or whatever. I don't know, do whatever you gotta do, whatever you're feeling. If you hate them, say that you hate them. It's all about being authentic and honest with your target audience. So anyway, identify the problems that they have, and then produce content that fills the problem. So I knew that people had the problem, they don't know what niche to focus on, they don't know how to find a profitable niche, because they often just want to post photos of their ass and be a fitness influencer. But that is not gonna be helping people, and you want to be providing consistent value in order to really help people. It's all well and good doing a few ass photos here and there, but if it's all you're posting, you're just gonna get these random men following you. If you're a young girl, it's likely that you're gonna want to have other young girls following you because they're gonna be more likely to buy your products in the future. And step 4 is identify competition in your niche and figure out how you can provide more value than your competition. And that is that. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. Oh gosh, I would love to know if it has. And if you have any questions, will the webinar be recorded tomorrow? Yeah, the webinar is going to be recorded. So yeah, that's that. So I'm just going to quickly make this Instagram story while I wait for any questions to come in. And I'm excited about launching Impact Through Influence tomorrow. It is going to be epic. Right, any more questions, everyone? Guys, listen to Lauren. You will learn so much in a few minutes. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Whoa. Is the webinar going on YouTube? Yes, but in order to win a free consulting, personal brand consulting call with me, you have to be in the live stream. Lit live streams. Any more questions? Who is going to be enrolling tomorrow with a 20% discount? 20% discount on Impact Through Influence. It's gonna be exciting. I'm literally buzzing. I am absolutely buzzing. Okay guys, I'm gonna give you a quick little sneaky insider, but anyone who comes to the webinar tomorrow is gonna get a 25% discount. It's gonna be epic. But on that note, I didn't seem to be seeing too many questions, so I think that means that my PowerPoint covered all the questions. And then the way to make your niche profitable is produce the content for that niche and then start providing products. And you can monetize it in that way. There's tons of different ways you can do it. On Sunday, or maybe not Sunday because it's Easter, on maybe Monday, I'll do a live stream about the 5 different ways you can monetize your personal brand. Okay, my hair is up. Nice one, Grace, you've set your alarm. Cool, guys. Right, it's been lovely speaking to you today. I am just off to the gym. So, I hope you have a lovely evening, and I hope this has been helpful. If it has, remember to share it on your Insta story and just hit the thumbs up because it's cool seeing it when you thumb